Hey, my name is Mike Zacher, and you just typed in, how much does the average car salesman make a year? Well, that's an awesome question. Uh, Guess you're thinking about maybe getting into the car industry, selling at dealerships, whether it's cars, SUV, new, used, or lease. A little bit about me. Number of years, I work for GMC at dealerships, and I've sold new and used and also leased cars, trucks, and SUVs. So maybe from my experience, I'll give you some tips and tidbits, maybe to help you with your decision and your next career move. So it's not really that easy to explain because I think it depends on geography. So, for example, I'll give you two scenarios. If you're working in the country, what I mean by that is like a farm town or a town that doesn't have a big population, you're not going to have a lot of people to draw from. They're going to have to come far away, even though you may have a great website with a chat room on it to get people in for test drives. And that's the whole idea, is to get people in for test drives. And usually those smaller towns don't have a large inventory to draw from. They don't like to go to the factory to order. They like you to buy from the lot. So that's the first scenario. You do what you can. Most times that you are going to do business, it's going to be on weekday nights. You may do some during the weekday, but definitely on Saturdays, and if you're open on Sundays, I know where I live, I'm not. The other scenario is either the suburbs of a metropolitan city or in the city itself. They usually have a higher inventory. They usually have a larger budget, which I think is much cooler, because then you have a larger inventory to draw from, different colors, different fabrics, different amenities inside the vehicle. Plus, they usually belong to a buyer's group, so which even has a larger inventory. There'll be thousands and thousands of vehicles. Normally how that works is you would work with the sales guy, and you would find something close that would be on the computer, and you would give them a deposit of like $200, $300, $400, and they would bring it in. That would cover their costs of bringing the vehicle in. And then once you find something you like, they would use that as a deposit to buy new or used or to possibly lease. You'll have to get the specifics from the dealership. And here's another thing. Good luck on trying to beat the price on a dealership. I know even with the apps. I've seen them where people will bring in prices and the dealership will just go, sorry, I can't work with you. These are our prices. We got to make a profit, and so do my guys. So adios, bye. So sometimes you just can't do the deal, which is cool. Go somewhere else, etc. Try a different vehicle. So back to your original question, how much does a car salesman make a year? Well, if you're out in the country, if you're just making a few sales, maybe under 20. If you're doing okay, you could get up to 50. It really depends how much you hustle and how many people come to you for test drives and the amount of vehicles for inventory you have for new, used or leased. Be sure that if you work with a dealership, you can sell both new and used. That's really important. If you work in the suburbs of the city, you have a bigger budget, more to draw from. You'll have bigger bonuses and spiffs. That's what they call bonuses. You could be going into the 40s, low 30s, all the way up to the 70s and $80,000 range. That's for the average vehicle, Chevy, Ford, Toyota, Kia, Mazda, etc. If you're going for high-end, like Lincoln, Audi, Cadillac, you could be anywhere from 50 plus up to 100 plus grand, depending upon how much you hustle out there. And people come in for test drives. And if you're doing high-end performance cars and high-end luxury cars, you could be making well over 100 to 200,000. I know it's a wide range, but it really depends where you want to fall into. Now, if this doesn't sound like what you want to do, I'd like to give you an alternative. Since you're looking at how much does a car salesman make a year, it sounds to me like you're looking for a career change or a choice. So instead of you taking a dive into a career that's 20, 30, 40 years long, I don't know how old you are, you might want to take a look at my business and what I'm doing on the internet. I do it from home. I've replaced my income from GMC, and it's really helped my family and give me a lot of freedom and flexibility. So head on over to my website. It's right below here. It's workwithmikezacher.com. Click the button. Watch the videos. You'll see testimonies from people that I've worked with, and you'll be able to get more information there. So link below is workwithmikezacher.com. Thanks for checking out my video on how much does a car salesman make a year. Bye.